So I'm just rebuilding this piece that goes on the cabin wall, the bulkhead. I'm just going to trace around it. I've got some wood that I had from a previous project that I can reuse. If you notice the shape of it, it was actually from a westerly centaur that I didn't know what to do with the they'd painted the wall, so my first attempt was maybe to skin it, but I cut this and I abandoned it before I ever took this anywhere near it, and ended up removing the paint off it and revarnishing it, and it was a lot better. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to just trace that and cut that at the minute. Okay, so this has had 2 coats on now, and that's perfectly fine. It dries really quickly. They look good. Just a few more bits of woodwork to go. So I've done another coat of paint on this outside, so that's looking nice now. I've also done a coat of wood stain on here, and I've also done a coat of wood stain, sanded, and done a coat of wood stain on the rear end wooden pieces. It needs one more coat, as does that. You probably can't see that very well, but it probably looks a bit green because of the canvas thing, but I've actually sanded that and given it a coat of paint, so it needs probably 1 or 2 more coats. I've also taken the lock out, and I'm just in the process of building a little square bit of wood to raise it back a bit so that it fits against the door, So once that has had a paint, the lock can go back on. This is the lock I've got for the door. I'll explain a bit more about that in the episode when I actually fit it, because I actually had to turn this bit round. I had to disassemble it a bit and turn this bit round so that, because when I got it, this flat side was facing this way, but when this latch is going to be on this side of the door, so when it comes in, it needs to sort of fold in like that way and hook out like that, rather than it being sort of that way. Okay, so I've done the panels. I'm going to fit this side back on now because there's no electrics or anything that need to go through it. The other side I'll wait until I've finished doing the wiring. So that's that side done. There's a bit of wood, and that needs sorting out here. I just need to trim that flush. I've got the other panel in. This piece here, for some reason, the original template had a bit cut there, so I thought, oh, it must be going over something, but it's not. So there's a gap. So what I might have to do is just put like a piece of trim or something there, just to hide that corner. But we'll see. All needs a good clean. This is a view just looking back at that completed panel. I think that looks quite nice. Any other bits in? It'd be superb. I've got a round light to go on there, on that panel, once the all the electrics are done, which will be in a very in an episode very soon, I'd have thought, because I'm getting closer and closer to doing the electrics. So for the control panel here, I'm doing a piece of wood that will basically cover all of this, all these holes and that up, and make it look nice and clean, and then the control panel will go on top of that piece of wood. So this is the panel for the controls to go on, and this is the little razor for the lock. And they're just about finished now. Just waiting for the final coat to dry thoroughly. I'm thinking the floor in here, I'm going to put some lino on. It's had a couple of coats of paint and it's pretty good, although I've got it a little bit dirty again. It will clean up. It's nice and solid. But I've got a bit of spare lino, which will probably look quite nice in here and be nice and easy to clean. So, and that's it for this episode. Done a lot of the woodwork. Most of it's on. The rest of it will wait until the electrics etc. is done. Thanks for watching.